At TD Ameritrade Park with the very latest. Bill?
And if you are a drama king or drama queen, you want to know what's going on here at the College World Series. Dramatic series of events. We've got it for you coming up next in sports. Day 4 at the College World Series, and the crowds just keep on coming. Nearly 19,000 people for the early game between fan favorite LSU and Cal State Fullerton. This is an elimination game, but the Tigers play the determination game. LSU down 3-0 when they took the lead 4-0 on the Mark Laird double. It scores the go-ahead run. They lead 4-3. They go on to win it 5-3. Now, last night's Fox 42 guest, Alex Lang, throws a complete game. Very rare in college baseball. He gets the win, and he was a happy Tiger in the locker room.
Getting that first win, that's big. TCU or Vanderbilt, what we have Thursday.
So LSU doing the Bee Gees and staying alive. Fullerton now the second team to go home from the College World Series. As expected, energetic fans here at the College World Series. It's that way every year, but we bumped it up a notch a little bit. I went around and asked them, including Vandy players, to sing a song on camera. Many of them nervous, but they did it anyway. Good for them. Good attitude here at the ballpark. All right, Lionel Richie had his Commodores, right? Well, Vandy has their Commodores. They're just happy. That was last night, and today, boom, they're winning 1-0 in their late game here. Chasers in the middle of a 3-game set with the Iowa Cubs. They lost last night, but today they win in dramatic fashion as well. Casey Kochman, moments ago, the former major leaguer, with a home run, a walk-off home run. They win 6-4. They wrap up the series tomorrow at noon, so you could watch 3 live games in the Metro. Out west with the Storm Chasers at noon, then out here at the College World Series for 2. So if you really like baseball, there's a lot going on tomorrow, guys.
Clearly, Bill, people are enjoying themselves and having fun and playing hard. Maybe all that singing is paying off. Thanks.
Yeah, Monty, and some drama at the College World Series unfolding here at the College World Series. We'll let you know what's going on there and introduce you to a kid who's very ambitious. That's all coming up next in sports. Welcome back to the College World Series, where game 2 of the 3-game series with Virginia and Vanderbilt has just moved to the 7th inning, and Virginia leads this one 3-0. Now, Vandy looking for a back-to-back national championship with a win tonight, but Virginia hanging in there, and hometown hero Brian O'Connor staying optimistic heading into this one.
We were in this situation going into Saturday all year long.
So with their backs against the wall, Virginia staying cool. So is one kid that you're going to want to meet. His name is Max, and his whole job is to make sure all the vendors here at Baseball Village get enough ice every day.
I mean, not that often. I enjoy getting tips, but...
So vendors for next year, take note, he likes tips. Here's a tip for the Storm Chasers. They have won 6 in a row in the shadow of the College World Series, and tonight they're going for 7, and they got it. Look at that. They beat Iowa 4-2. That game just went final. They will play 2 more in the Hawkeye State before they are home for 4 with Round Rock this weekend. The Royals are out west with Seattle. That game just underway. So a lot going on here. Could have some late fireworks. We might have a game 3 tomorrow if Vandy doesn't come back, guys.
All right, Bill.
It's the app.
So let's say it's the biggest play of the game. No time left on the clock. Quarterback throws it to the end zone, and it's complete. Game-winning touchdown. You could have this ball in your possession for whatever reason, including raising money for a charity.
You know, there's always...
Thanks.
Yeah, Monty, and some drama at the College World Series unfolding here at the College World Series. We'll let you know what's going on there and introduce you to a kid who's very ambitious. That's all coming up next in sports.
One of them, our own Bill Steckes, with a first-hand look at the games. Hey, Bill.
Hey, how you doing, Liz? You know, Council Bluffs native Brian O'Connor having a big night. He's from the area, and he's the Virginia head coach. Been there 11 years, so he's a big man on campus there. We love him here, and right now he's taking on Ole Miss in the night game. His team is ahead 1-0 over Ole Miss in the 6th inning. But let's take a look at that day game, Liz. Follow me with this one, too. TCU and Texas Tech, number ones all over the place in this one. First inning, number one on his back, TCU's first at bat of the College World Series, and it's Cody Jones who scores the first run for the Horned Frogs with that number one on his back. Boomer White with the sac fly to get him home from third. 1-0 TCU. They go on to beat Texas Tech 3-2. The Frogs bullish in this game.
I mean, we weren't happy, but we know that we've made things happen when we needed to, and so all we need to do is play one pitch at a time.
Sticking with your routine, like Coach says, is huge for our success, and kind of, breathing and just kind of keeps you in your own little world. That way you don't get caught up in all the hype.
TCU will play the winner of the Virginia-Ole Miss game on Tuesday in the winner's bracket. And Liz, it is entirely important to get into that winner's bracket. It's what TCU did today. It's what UC Irvine did yesterday. So we're going to have a lot more on this day game coming up later on in sports. We'll see you in about 30 minutes or so, kind of like a microwave dinner. Put it in, we'll see you, and we'll have a lot more on that game, Liz.
In some cases, you finish your dinner within that half hour, right? Thanks so much, Bill. We'll see you in a bit.
Father's Day at the College World Series. I'm Bill Steckis. Big day for me. I get to sing at the College World Series with my daughter. Another big day today for the Oregon State head coach. He's coaching for a national championship with his son on the team. We'll have that later on in sports.
Team has gotten to hit in so far this year.
Yeah, and people here in Nebraska are loving that. The worst winter in 25 years. A lot of games have been postponed, but tonight, high 60s here at Haymarket Park, and you mentioned the two aces going at it on Friday night. Matt Waldron for Nebraska and Patrick Smith for Purdue. They both have 3 wins, and they both have a ton of strikeouts, but tonight they got to watch for this. The wind, although the weather is nice, blowing out strong to left field, so they'll have to be pinpoint perfect, as they have been all season long.
And we look at the Purdue Boilers.
Welcome back to the Nebraska Orthopedic Hospital halftime show where Creighton Prep leads Papillion La Vista South 17-7. We've been telling you about the Flash all day long, but guess what? The Flash, it's hard to do this, hold him down like this, but we've got him here, and I really appreciate that. CW on Tuesday, big premiere. Flash, I'm kind of thirsty. You think you can run to the concession stand and get me something to drink? Wow, that was fast, but I wanted something with a little bit of caffeine. Is that okay? Wow, you're a good guy. We got it right here. The Flash on Tuesdays. We also have footballs here, and look at this, the Blue Army from Creighton Prep here to throw footballs out into the crowd. Let them fly, boys. Lots of energy here at halftime. We got togas, we got blue men, and we'll be back with more right after this.
Okay. And then that'd be it.
Even while he's doing a television interview, he's coaching, looking off and seeing what's going on. Think about this, guys. You know, Chad Zimmerman said he was in his 35th year, talking about Coach Fred Petito. He actually started his coaching career before Millard North. It goes all the way back to 1976, the year the first Rocky was made. A state championship this year gives him one state title for every single Rocky movie made.
Very nice. The medal to some fans. He takes a poetic look at the Baseball Hall of Fame exhibit that comes straight from Cooperstown, New York.
Now, Cooperstown's 1,200 miles away, but part of it's right here on display. Great baseball moments everywhere you look. It's like walking through your own history book. Plenty to see from present and past. Watch Roberto Clemente run so fast. Harry Carey's classic specs and shots way up to the upper decks. A Williams bat from his last home run. Yogi's mitt from a no-hitter well done. And a long-time wait from a team many hold dear.
You can experience the Cubs winning the World Series last year.
And with that, a ride in the parade without worry.
You're on the bus when they win. You're in front of Bill Murray.
And what fan wouldn't love this historical glove? Want to take a stab? When Willie Mays made that grab. You can virtually hit a double down the line.
Honus Wagner card is also here from 1909.
Virtual swings leave him happy as a lark. Did you hit it?
Out of the ballpark.
Whoa! See Jackie's hat from a real game. Create a plaque with your face and name. Now Pete Rose isn't in the hall, no, not at all. But these shoes will take away some of the sting. He wore them when he became the all-time hit king. Plenty to see for families and hubbies. Some even scream out,
Go Cubbies!
see an IMAX film that's a true treat.
They're honored. They are the elite.
And when your tour is through, something cool to do. Write an inspirational quote on a sticky note. I did it hoping for many views. Bill Steckes, Fox 42 News. It is Fan Day, but it also gave the players a chance to talk to the fans about a lot of things, including how excited they are about this new high-powered defense that they're revving up to roll out.
The main difference is that, this is kind of a pin your ears back and go kill somebody type of defense.
It's geared to think less and react more.
In our former defense, I had to spend a lot of time focusing on slowing down, holding myself back, so that my technique was as close to perfect as possible, and partially so that I didn't make a mistake in the decision-making process.
There's just no thinking. Before an old defense kind of got used paralysis by analysis. You start thinking too much and you freeze up. So I think that's what kind of caught some of us. But no, this defense is new, and you guys are going to think that we're probably blitzing every play.
With the less complicated defense comes a more focused team goal.
We just want to beat BYU first and foremost. That's what we striving to do during camp, and that's what we want to do is beat BYU.
Now that's the date that's on everybody's mind here. If you're a fan or a player, that's September 5th when the Huskers open up with BYU here at Memorial Stadium. In Lincoln with the Huskers, Bill Steckes, Fox 42 Sports.